Hi everybody, I was blogging about a new e.l.f. product I tried the other day, asked if you guys wanted to see an e.l.f. haul, and many of you said yes, so that's what I'm doing today. I've also gotten just inundated with tweets asking about some of the new e.l.f. baked products and just different new things here and there on the site. So there are a lot of new studio products. Instead of being like $1, a lot of the studio line items are like $3. Also my shirt, this was my little Walmart number here, this lipstick tank top, so I've been getting some good out of that lately as well. My bun is just falling apart today. Got kind of a messy bun going on. It's super hot outside. My makeup's kind of melting on me, but we want to do this video. So I'm first going to talk about just a quick mention of the thing that I did blog about some more and have some pictures of. This is the e.l.f. Studio Pout Perfecter. It's a super duper shiny lip gloss, as you can see there. It's just got a ton of sparkle. It reminds me, in terms of just the color, a lot of NYX Mega Shine lip gloss in Cosmo, if you're familiar with that. But what this is designed to do is just highlight the center of your lower lip. So you're not supposed to put it all over because you just want to have that little bit of dimension and shine on your lower lip. So I showed this on my blog with like a really bright pink lip color and something a little more nude. Today I'm wearing this over my Revlon Colorburst lipstick in Petal. So that's kind of a really soft peachy pink, but I've got it right here in the center of my lower lip, and I think it's so pretty. I really love this. As I kind of mentioned in my blog, I mean, it's nice that it's not like super duper heavy feeling because you are using this as a layering product. You could put it over a liner or a lipstick or a gloss or whatever, but it does just give amazing shine, and there's no plumper in this. There's no like tingle or feeling like that. It's just making your lips seem fuller just by the way it looks, not any chemical reaction happening there. So I really was pleased with this. This was $3 and I like it a lot. Something I didn't like so much are the new e.l.f. lotion wipes. It says to hydrate and moisturize the skin, and I have them in vanilla and coconut. So they come in one of these little containers, sort of like you would get face wipes in, and it says infused with aloe, cocoa butter, vitamin E, soy, ginkgo biloba, coconut milk, and sweet almond oil to revitalize and nourish the skin. I don't really like the scent of these, first off, and that's kind of a sticking point for me in terms of lotions. I want it to smell good, and it smells kind of like, has sort of a chemical type scent. I can't quite put my finger on it. It's a little bit coconut, but not much. You pull it out of there, they just come out like that, and it really just feels like I'm taking like a Wet Ones wipe and just putting that on. It feels slick, it feels a little bit greasy. It's not like if you were to squeeze this, creamy lotion would come out, you know. It's just like a wet wipe that might feel kind of refreshing if like you kept these in your fridge and then you were hot and you came home and you put one on, but I mean, it really just doesn't feel that hydrating. It feels just kind of slick, and it doesn't immediately absorb into the skin. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I'm not a fan of these. I wouldn't really recommend them. If you want to get lotion, get lotion. That would be my tip. Another studio thing I got was the small stipple brush, and as you can see, it's small. It's not very big, it's kind of short, and I could see you using this in a lot of different ways. For like a light application, maybe a highlight, or you could maybe use it to blend out concealer or blend out smaller portions of your face, as opposed to using like a full-size stippling brush. So this is compared to like my Sigma one. So far I have just used this to highlight and get just that really light amount of product on your skin, but I imagine there are other ways you could use it. If you have it and want to recommend something to me, feel free, but again, that's called the small stipple brush, and it's from the Studio line. Also got kind of a handy thing. I think I used to have one of these from Revlon, but it's the makeup remover pen, and so I think this is a Studio line product. It has a nice tight cap, which is good to see because you don't want this stuff drying out, but basically you take this little marker looking thing and you can easily correct an eyeliner mistake, a smudge of any kind. If you were going to use this and like take it in your purse to fix, maybe say your eyeliner gets a little smeared throughout the day, you know, go over it with this, but then maybe blot over that with a Q-tip so that way you don't have any residue. Baked products. I have the baked blush in in Passion Pink. I just have one of the blushes, and that's what that looks like. It's really kind of like a soft peach, but I don't know if you can tell, but there are some swirls of brighter pink in there. I'm wearing it today. It's a pretty soft blush. It does have a little bit of a pearlescent sheen to it, so if you don't like frosty blushes, maybe steer clear of this one, but if you do want to use it as kind of like that blush slash highlight, I think it can be really pretty. But I enjoy this blush. The packaging is a little bit flimsy feeling. I mean, I'm wondering if this is maybe going to break. It just seems extremely lightweight, and I felt that way about the eyeshadows as well. Obviously it's still intact right now, so I can't say for sure. I have 3 of the baked eyeshadows, so I will swatch those for you here. I have Pixie, which is kind of a light pink with a little bit of an iridescent shimmer. I have kind of a plum color called Burnt Plum, and this is sort of like a deep plum, deep burgundy color. And then I have a brown that's called Bark. And that's what that one looks like. So as you can see, these are all kind of like that domed baked concept. You could wear these wet or wear them dry. They are kind of a metallic look, and I actually like these 3 together. This is Pixie, this is Burnt Plum, and this is Bark. Bark comes off as sort of a metallic medium brown. That pretty burgundy plum, which I love. I love that kind of color, and it looks beautiful blended up through the crease. And then Pixie, this light kind of shimmery pink. I'm pretty pleased with these as far as e.l.f. eyeshadows go. I mean, I like all 3 of them. I know that sometimes e.l.f. eyeshadows can be kind of hit and miss, even in those little like $1 quads. You know, maybe you like these 2 shades and not another one, or they're 32 palettes. It's hard for me to really like every single shade, but I just randomly got 3 of these, and I happen to like them not only just the way they happen to look together, but I like the texture. It's not a really like flaky powdery texture. It really feels kind of like buttery creamy almost, and as you can see, that was more than enough product to get a really pigmented swatch there on my fingers. Also from the Studio line, something I haven't tried yet, but it was recommended to me. I got the eyebrow lifter and filler. So one side is going to be this, it says Ivory here. It's just like a really light kind of skin toned. Ooh, I'm using my left hand to draw a swatch on. Talented. It's right here, and it's just, like I said, skin tone, peachy sort of color. And then the other side is obviously what you're going to fill your brow with. It has the sharpener kind of built into the cap, and I have it in the shade Dark. So that's going to be a deep brown. Let's see if I can swatch it again. There we go. All right, it's right there. So yeah, it feels pretty soft and creamy. I'm going to see how it works on my brows. You know, sometime this week I'll test it out, see if it lasts and goes on smooth and looks natural and stuff, but just wanted to tell you about that. Also got a really pretty Hypershine gloss in the shade Bear. I love this color. I really do like the Hypershine glosses, and this shade is very pretty. It's kind of a golden peach is how I describe it. So really reflective. It looks nice alone on the lips. I've worn it over sort of a nude lipstick, and it's very pretty that way too, but just $1. Love that. Can't beat that. It also is the kind, in case you're not familiar, it clicks up through the brush there. I got the Cover Everything concealer in light. I haven't used this yet. I have swatched it. It seems to be a pretty good texture, I gotta say. I'm interested to try this on my face and see how that works, but there's a swatch of the light there. Obviously you'd wear it much more sheared out and stuff, but we'll see how that one goes. I know they took those little blushes, remember the ones that are real small and they kind of slide open? Those were $1. They've raised the price by $2 and changed the packaging. They've given you a little brush that I know I won't use. I tell you, I'm not a snob to sponge tips, but teeny tiny blush brushes like this, I don't see the point. They give you a little mirror in here now too. This shade is called Blushing. Give you an up close look at it. It's a pink with kind of like gold sparkle. when you swatch it with your finger, it seems super light. It seems even lighter in the swatch than it does on here. So I haven't used that yet, but I will. Finally, I got one of their Flawless eyeshadow quads in Tantalizing Taupe, and this one's new to me, and it did arrive with that top one broken there. What you get in here are two matte shades. The lightest and the darkest are matte. The shades in the middle are a little bit shimmery, and I haven't tried any other quads like this before, but that's what they look like. So it seems to be pretty good in terms of the shimmery shades in this matte color. Light ones just kind of light. Remind me a lot of the texture of a lot of the shadows in those 36 palettes, you know, the ones with the warm shades or whatever it might be. So we'll see how that goes. So that wraps it up for my e.l.f. haul. Like I said, a lot of studio products. About half the stuff I've tried and half I'm still working on right now. So far, pretty impressed with the baked products and love the Pout Perfecter. This little brush I think is actually really good quality, and that little makeup remover pen. What a great thing to have with you when you're traveling or on the go. So thank you so much for taking time to watch, guys, and I will see you again next time. Bye.